Alright, here's a question we probably should address.
Oh no, I don't know the way you said that.
Well, I think guessing from the name, you'll probably know what this is about. It's from Yisrael Noah.
Oh no.
What are your
Here we go. Let's have it.
Yeah, what are your views on the anti-Semitic comments yesterday, amongst other things?
I think it's disgrace.
Definitely.
It shouldn't be accepted anywhere in the world, never mind in football.
Yeah, not just football.
Let's just
Everything.
put into
Absolutely
context,
everything.
just so people don't know. There was reported, or not reported, but we are Tottenham TV.
Well, I mean, you didn't know firsthand,
We
you
are Tottenham
reported
TV reported it.
I personally
on the vlog.
recorded it, yeah.
We were for our vlog. We did a vlog obviously at the Emirates yesterday, and it's caught
Check it out,
some.
it's banging.
It's
Check his
caught,
vlog out as well.
Yeah,
It's banging
yeah,
as
man.
well.
Thank you.
It has caught some traction amongst the newspapers. The Daily Mail have commented on it. I made an article on it. The Independent, and it forced Arsenal to make a statement on what was shown
investigation
into an investigation into the anti-Semitic gestures that Arsenal fans were making to the Spurs
rightly
fans
so as well.
during the game yesterday. So obviously, yeah, check that out if you want to see some anti-Semitism on the vlog. But so it was pretty disgraceful, really. Obviously, amongst the bottle throwing as well, it wasn't a good day for Arsenal fans yesterday.
Especially in the what's been happening in the past few weeks as well.
Yeah, with Chelsea.
Really, like
racism is
it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen any time, but this really was not the time to be doing that, because they're going to call out anyone and everyone for it nowadays.
Yeah, as well with the Tottenham banana thing as well.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things going on.
Completely against. Doesn't matter if it's a Spurs player. It shouldn't be in any situation. I don't think any racism in anything should be allowed.
Do you think it's a fact of it happening more at football grounds, or is just being reported on more?
Reported on more. I think it's all
like
like
these kind of things that happen to Arsenal happen all the time.
It's always been a thing. It's always been. It's just now that people like us, games and actually filming that we're able to actually capture these things. Because obviously TV are never going to pick it up. Then because they don't want the backlash for promoting that kind of thing. But now that people can actually share it on Twitter and these things can go viral, it's just being made aware to people, which is what I think needs to be done. I think racism and any sort of just anything about like that needs to be brought up and just questioned and hopefully sort it out.
What really annoyed me and really upset me yesterday was the way the stewards and the police handled it yesterday, because that was completely disgusting. I was literally on the borderline of the Arsenal and Spurs fans. This guy was doing a gesture, I was recording it, I saw it all, and the steward comes up to me to calm me down because I was shouting at him, and he goes, yeah, do you want to make a statement? So I was like, yeah, I'll make a statement after the game. I'm trying to watch the game here, Spurs Arsenal, North London derby. And he's like, no, you have to make it now, or otherwise your evidence won't stand up in any sort of ruling at all. So I was like, what are you talking about? How does that even make sense? And then I was arguing with him for a bit, and the police came over. And the police come over and say to me, start having a go at me, because I was having a go at the steward.
Yep.
And he's having a go at me. And I go to him, look, this guy right behind you is being racist, doing all these anti-Semitic things. I turn around to say something to Sim for a second, and I hear him in the back of my hand saying, look, let's go up there. We don't want to be here, you know. Let's get away from here. Just completely turning a blind eye to it. And it's just, and that's the police.
Yeah.
So
they have a job to do, and they just clearly have avoided it and haven't done it.
Yeah.
But I think if we were at home, I feel like we might have had a better chance. I feel like away fans always seem to
victimised.
get victimised completely, and
well, as we were told by the steward yesterday, because we were going into the ground, we were outside just about to walk into our seats, and the steward, I guess he recognised us from our channel. He comes up to us and he says, just be careful what you say and just tell your friends, because there are microphones in the away end today, and they're going to be picking up what you say. He said specifically, they're not in the home end. There's not going to be microphones in the home end, but in the away end there will be microphones, so just be careful.
Completely wrong.
I think that was definitely just purely down to that last one, the banana incident.
Probably.
Definitely that was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Like,
it's irrelevant though, because
definitely no. It shouldn't. You can't be too late. If you're going to do that, you have to do it everywhere.
Exactly.
Because not being funny, there was probably hundreds, if not thousands, of Arsenal fans being racist throughout the whole of the stadium. We just wouldn't have known it because they wouldn't have been next to us. It's only because that these ones were next to us that you could pick it up. You know what I mean?
But what's your reaction to the Spurs fan who got a 4-year ban and £500 fine for throwing the banana? Was it harsh enough? Was it too harsh?
I think what it is, I think people like kind of misread it. He actually, from Spurs, I believe, has a lifetime ban. He has a 4-year ban from all football. in the Premier League
and
the fine.
lifetime ban from Spurs.
Yeah, and I think Spurs have made it a lifetime ban for him. I believe. I think that's what, because a lot of people just read it as it's only a 4-year ban. But yeah, I'm pretty certain.
And you support that decision?
Yeah, definitely. I think like if
you can't go throwing bananas on a football pitch.
Going to football matches and seeing your club is a luxury. You cannot be hurling like any abuse, like nearly physical abuse or racist stuff. You can't be doing that at these games where it's supposed to be an event and a day out to support your club.
Even if it's racial or non-racial, even if it was a bottle cap and he threw that, he should still be banned for that.
Yeah.
Whether it's racial or not racial. So even throwing a missile onto the pitch.
It's funny because
there needs to be heavy consequences regardless.
A fan could throw a coin or something and hardly anyone picks up on it. But if you throw,
which actually happened at the game as well.
Yeah,
and there were loads of coins next to me on the ground.
We got it on our vlog.
You guys, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was a woman struck by a coin who was to sit next to us.
I was struck on my lip last night. I was bleeding on my lip.
I got hit last year in last year's away game
really?
with a coin because I was further forwards. Obviously, I was under the thing yesterday, so I didn't really.
Let's see your battle scars.
Opportunity, but
there you go.
like Robbie says, go Tottenham away. You take your life into your own hands.
Son, Daily Mail. If you want evidence, just take off them. Oh,
yeah, exactly. Just come and rob us.
Just take it from this video. Why not?
Where do you think the line is in between fans giving it to each other and then turning into something that should be taken to the police?
I think there's a difference between from celebrating something as well, because realistically, like when we scored, you're gonna go in their face a bit and celebrate because it's a derby. You throughout the whole match you're going up and against each other, saying like, you're shit, you are. That's because that's just a rivalry. That's fine. It's almost like banter in a way, even though you might mean it a bit because it's rivals. It's banter at the end of the day, really. Whereas actually abusing someone, whether it be mentally or physically, is disgraceful and shouldn't be happening anywhere.
Because of some mutual characteristic, would you say? If it becomes based on that, that's where the line is. If it becomes based on like your skin color or your religion or something like that, is that where we draw the line, or is it before that?
No, I think that is the line, because I think anything before that can be classed as banter.
Like in an ideal world, you'd need to take everything literally case by case and like go into deeply, but that's just not going to happen because that's a lot of money. It requires a lot of investigating and whatnot, which in an ideal world is what you want to happen. But I think I don't really know. I don't have an answer. If I had an answer for you, I would have gone to the government or something about it and saying this is what you need to do. It is a tough and it's a very sticky situation. But I feel like,
I don't know. Because sometimes I feel like, for example, I think the Chelsea fans, I don't know if it was the most recent chant situation they had, but they had a chant about Morata, which was pulled up by the Chelsea had to make a statement on it because it was deemed anti-Semitic. I think the chant was I can't remember what the chant was.
And the chant ended off saying he hates the Yids, basically.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that.
Is that anti-Semitic?
I don't think it is. I don't have a problem with that. Them saying he hates the Yids, everyone knows they don't mean he hates Jews. He hates Tottenham. That's what it means.
Whereas when they
actually going up to someone and saying Yid C word, C bomb, that is like you're purposely using it to be abusive.
You know what I mean? You go Chelsea away, you go Arsenal away, you'll have people pointing at you saying you dirty Yid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they start doing hissing noises and stuff like that, that's obviously a step too far. But as I said, Chelsea did release a statement on that chant. What about that Morata chant? So I don't know, was that too far?
I think so. I don't think that it was anyway. Well, it might be just because there's an underlying anti-Semitism in the Chelsea fan base, but I don't think that chant is anti-Semitic. But Chelsea obviously do have a big problem with it.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
I mean, you guys will know better than me because being Jewish yourself, it affect you, I guess, more than it would
the songs they sing are absolutely abhorrent, let's be honest. The chant I've heard and I've seen on videos and stuff, it's pretty disgusting.
But I've heard some of those songs at Arsenal before as well.
Really? Well, to be honest, allegedly, I know. Allegedly, there were a few fans who sung it yesterday. I know it wasn't on our video. I didn't personally hear it, but apparently a fan actually did get chucked out for singing that song about gas chambers or something. I did. It's not on our video.
No,
the papers
I've
reported
just seen
it
on Twitter.
The papers have reported. I haven't seen any evidence for it, but I don't know. Maybe it's something that has to be rooted out, isn't it?
I think the best thing, and this is, I'm saying this for not just football, just any sort of, whether it be like mental health, racism, anything. I think the first thing we need to do is just raise awareness. with it all.
That's
I think that's like the first, and
you got to give it to Tyson
it's
Fury.
it's the simplest thing that anyone can really do. Is just make everyone aware of it, make it apparent, and in a way, by doing that, you're shaming the people that do.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will stop them from doing it in the future. I think that's the least that everyone can really do. To be honest,
but it's also difficult when you've got a club like Chelsea who have a proper underlying part of their fan base who are, you know, back in the day in the 70s and the 80s, they were like the proper racist club. So how do you stamp that out of a football club? It's difficult.
It will take a long time.
Yeah.
Same with any of this stuff. It's not like you can just say, that's it, okay, cool, racism's gone, it's out of football.
Yeah.
Otherwise it would have been done by now.
Back in the day, you're talking about a movement like the National Front, and that was pretty much created by Chelsea fans. So how do you deal with something like that?
It's difficult.
That's a good question. Leave
How
a comment.
to be honest, the Chelsea statement they released last time, that did crack me up a bit, because they said we disregard whatever the word is. They don't like anti-Semitism in our football club. They disregard it. And if any, this little bit in the statement said, if any Chelsea fans don't have the brain power to get that through their heads, then they don't deserve to be our football club. And I was like, they're really getting frustrated with this, aren't they?
Like, you need to stop right now.
They're just seriously, come on! How many statements?
How many times?
The funny thing about it all is that
I've got them in drafts now, just waiting for the next one.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah, the funny thing about it all is their owner is a Jew.
Yeah. He's got them all their success, which is brilliant.
And also Glenn Hoddle being the manager for was he the manager that was in the 90? Well, 90,
for a small period of time he was the
90s.
manager. Yeah,
Some
player
may say,
manager, I think. Yeah,
some may say he was the one that turned it around for them.
Comment
and got them up. So
George got run out of Holloway Road yesterday.
No, I ran into. I was sweating because I was late for the game. So yeah, that's the amount of running I did yesterday.
Apparently, you're spotted by a gooner. There you go.